Like, we'll see if this is actually the last time.
If this is the last time, then...
Wonderful. Stanley was alone. Finally. This is great, he thought to himself. This is what I've wanted all along. I got what
Okay,
I
yeah,
wanted.
no, this is definitely different.
Well, yeah, I'm just wondering if this is the last Stanley parable.
I have no idea. I know that there's an epilogue, so I don't think this will actually be the last one, but I was trying to figure out...
Well, the epilogue comes after the last one.
Yes, but there's also different things we need to do to get the epilogue.
Isn't it just like resetting 5 times in the room?
Yes.
I'm just saying my point stands of is the game ending with this story?
I don't think it will like affect. We'll be able to play. There's like no endings that will lock you out of content. If that's what you're wondering.
Well, I'm wondering if we should have saved this. It's too late
don't
now.
know.
A strong
But it's like,
bucket,
damn! If I knew this was the last Stanley parable, I would have fucking waited until we just figured out all the roots.
Well, now that we know that it's the last Stanley parable, what do we want to do here?
Well, what did we have left?
We haven't done.
We didn't do the adventure line.
Yeah, I want to do the event. I think it was the other way.
If I can choose one, then it'll be the way I'm failing. I can still reset. So like, what are we talking about?
Still no one was here. Stanley needed the bucket's
Is there,
warmth and comfort now more than ever. Perhaps his boss's office was where he'd find answers.
Well, there's actually another ending.
I've got a second sticker back here,
Sweet.
and I'm going to slap it on as well because I think it's appropriate.
Nice.
I feel that it works because the sticker is also a bucket.
We're getting our
That
bucket
way,
dripped
if
out.
you're ever unsure whether the thing you're holding is a bucket or coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
I'm
So
just fucking up everything right now, aren't I?
No, let's go upstairs. There's an ending. There's a few endings I know that we haven't done yet.
Okay. Nothing pisses me off more than unintentionally walking into the final mission of a game. We saw that one already. And the game not warning you about it.
For sure, but
Like, I'm heated right now.
but with this
Here's
game,
a final perfect send-off to Stanley Parable for the end of this sequel, like, DLC game. Oh, you can do it at any time! You can do it, like, second if you find all the collectibles, just so you know. Just so you know, you can end Stanley's
I
storyline
don't
now.
even know if like that will continue with the like.
Well, they're not gonna top this. If there's gonna be send-off, this is it.
Now, in his darkest of hours,
So,
the bucket's
in that
warmth
case,
and guiding light pierced the
I have
dark
something
Like
we
fuck.
can.
confusion and chaos.
I mean, it's all
It would
fucked
be
up.
with him, always.
Brent, it's all fucked
The
up.
bucket would. And he knew it. The two of them were inseparable.
He's still talking about this damn
At
bucket.
this point, Stanley was so absorbed in
2548.
the tender spiritual connection he
25
shared with the
2854.
bucket that he didn't notice the
2548?
keypad behind the boss's desk.
Damn.
Nor in his bliss of
2458.
sitting near the bucket did he have any
2854.
notion that the pin number for the keypad was 2845.
Huh? Who would have thought?
I really thought I did
That's
that.
new for me.
I swear I did it.
Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it that the bucket knew
So there's a new ending. There's an ending we always did, but we can do it with the bucket with the
This is
elevator,
certainly the most
where we go up and
Oh,
down.
you
up
think
and
that's
down.
gonna be a thing?
Yeah.
With the bucket? I mean, they certainly wouldn't leave out that opportunity.
No, exactly. It's the best ending in the game. Of course, they would find ways to make it unique for the bucket. But I feel like
Yeah, go
if
ahead.
this is the last time we're gonna do the Stanley Parable,
What an awful thought.
there's no better send off.
I'm just saying, like,
Wait, Stanley said to the bucket. Can we go back up? When I was pressing those keypad buttons, there was something very intriguing about the number 3. I want to go back so I can try pressing the number 3 again. The bucket said nothing.
Good sign that the bucket's not saying anything to that.
I'm not exactly surprised that the narrator invented Stanley to, like, fill his own time. I'm just wondering who he was before this.
No, yeah, no, that's
That's the
super
only question that
interesting.
matters to me. Is show me your face and then I'm cool.
Here we are, said Stanley.
Was
I
he
think
the
I'll have
boss,
that
you
number
think?
3 button. He took the
Maybe?
bucket over to the keypad and began absolutely slamming on the number 3 over and over and over.
Was he in a similar situation to where Stanley is now? But yeah, it is fascinating to like.
He said. The number 3 is such a special button.
Because right before he said that, I was talking about this like meta-narrative and how there is stuff happening in the game we're not privy to. And that's more evidence to that he had a past before this game.
Really unpack the lore of this game.
I love that there is lore. I love that there are hints that there is a larger story here.
He got back in the elevator.
Yeah, I almost never had the number 3, regardless of enough. You see the promotional image on Eric Andre's Instagram for season 6?
Oh, I didn't know there was gonna be.
He's like kind of jacked now, which is really funny.
Okay, sure.
Because like he was like incredibly overweight for the last one.
Yes, I remember
like he looked
that.
like a fucking monster. He literally looked like a goblin.
I remember
Like he
that.
shaved his whole body and like oiled himself up every single episode and like slid around on the ground. And now he's like kind of jacked.
That's
It's
great.
like Jesus Christ, this dude's metabolism.
I mean, that's the same thing like Mac from Always Sunny did.
Yeah, same thing.
And it's funny when he was talking about getting fit, people were like, what are your advice? And then he's like, don't do it, it sucks.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, he was talking about that when it came to eating so much.
Yes.
Because he's like, I would have to eat until I was like in pain
Yeah.
to gain that amount of weight.
It sucks.
To get like in shape, you just have to have enough money for fucking trainer.
No, but he
and
was
a
also
meal
talking about,
specialist.
he had kind of like the inverse problem because he couldn't really, he was like, I can't eat anything after 7 p.m. It sucks.
Jesus Christ. That'd be kind of cool if it was like for water. Because I hate drinking water and then having to pee before bed. And then I'm like, damn, I don't want to leave my bed right
Well,
now,
that's
but I'm gonna
something-
piss my sheets.
That's something you can
I'll
do.
really show you.
You can make sure you don't drink water after 7 p.m.
But I have to.
You don't have to.
I should, for my body.
But you just told me that if you didn't want
Because
to.
I have to drink water, I'm gonna piss.
No, I get it.
And
I get
I
it.
love pissing.
The whole time, he looked to his bucket for a reaction.
I'm gonna be honest. This
Anything
bucket,
to let him know
Not a
that
big
the bucket
fan?
appreciated
Well,
what he was doing.
I liked one of the endings.
The bucket conveyed absolutely nothing at all.
I like the Bucket Game Show too, it's fun.
But the bucket doesn't seem to like you now. He's not a big fan of how much you're
Damn, how
focusing
can you
on
tell?
number 3. Well, because the narrator's telling me. If the narrator says the bucket's pissed, well, I have nothing else to go off of.
How much do you trust the narrator?
I mean, not by much, but I don't trust the bucket either. Because the bucket, I mean, I'm sure the bucket isn't just a bucket, but within the game, the bucket hasn't done anything. It's just a
Because
bucket.
it's a vehicle for water.
Everything I'm attributing to the bucket in terms of thought, I'm only getting from the narrator, or the one ending when the bucket was talking to us.
Was that the bucket?
That's a good question.
Surely there was a solution.
I think that was, if we're going by the idea that anything that isn't the narrator is a second narrator, then probably the second narrator
There you go,
fucking with
there you
us.
go.
Because she's a big bucket stan.
Yeah.
And I could see a lot
fucking
of the,
with the bucket.
fucking with the bucket being her doing the
One
mess
more?
with the narrator. Like, she was probably the one who came up with the, pink room thing just to fuck with him.
Yeah. Oh wow. I missed what the last thing was. Is it over? Okay. It's not over.
I know what to do. I know how to fully express this feeling in my heart.
Going up fast.
He decided right then and there that he would hold a press conference
Another
where
Stanley
he
con.
would speak to the public on all matters relating to pressing the number 3 over and
This
over.
is really Stanley.txt. This is how he's written every joke in the game. You do this obscure task 15 times and then you make your life around it.
Yeah, and
God
then you're like, you know
damn.
what, this is me. It's a joke about creating content out of no
We've
content.
been through it, Stanley Parable.
Through the public eye that the
I
bucket
get
would
it.
finally
The number 3 is
stand
funny now.
firm.
First it's the bucket, then the numbers, then the posters,
Then the
then Stanley.
rings.
For months,
I love this poster though.
conference,
This one?
building excitement around it,
Oh my God,
developing
Stanley!
rehearsing
Look at
until
how
it couldn't be
nervous he
refined
looks.
a
He's
single
like, oh boy.
I still thought he was like saluting.
No, I think he's nervous.
Stanley
He's
was
like,
as
boy, all eyes are
prepared
gonna
as
be
he'd
on
ever
me.
been for
Like I
anything in his life.
would watch Stanley's stand-up routine. I think he's got a good persona.
This ending is gonna be sick only if the bucket runs away from my hand.
If the bucket hates it.
Yeah. Like I need this bucket to leave my hand. There's Boston Dynamics.
First sentient machine.
Doing great.
Conversation with Alexander. 3.
Yeah, I mean, hey, here's the bit, guys. Did you forget? You forget the bit? It's 333.
This was it. One last chance to win the
Although
bucket
I do
over.
think it's kind of sweet
One
that we're trying to
opportunity to share a
repair
Yeah, no,
this connection between the
I
bucket.
really feel Again, though, I feel like it's saying something different where it's not just like, haha, the number 3 is funny. It's trying to convey, like, when you get obsessed with something and you feel self-conscious because, like, no one else seems to understand what you're getting out of that.
This is what I'm obsessed with.
Yeah! The dude who came up with pizza.
Hey, don't
Guy
forget
who
about the
went to
guy who went to
Mars.
Mars. Yeah, those two are the best posters in the game. Bar none. Can't be beat.
So in the She Says,
Boundary break?
yeah, boundary break, there was another thing which was like this little babe, this like 5-year-old. It was like, I cured cancer, and I'm 12, by the way.
Wow,
It's
really?
like this little kid.
12,
yeah.
by the way, is like an old Twitch joke from like 2017.
Yeah, that's probably why they hid it, and you can only see it from boundary breaking, because they were like, you know what, this
I mean, I
one's
like
not
the
right.
idea of an infant like doing the things that nobody else can do.
Yeah, I did.
Oh shit!
No.
Not the Thunderdome.
Yeah, everyone heard how much you were trashing this bit, and they were like, I'm watching.
I don't want to show up for this asshole.
Number
3.
Over and over. He was unloved.
I really need
uninteresting.
4 speakers
He was
on
a
me.
failure. And in that moment, Stanley knew that the bucket would never again take him seriously. There would be no connection, no deeper understanding. The bucket merely sat there in his arms, indifferent. And so it began that slowly, over many years, the two of them grew more and more distant. They spoke less and less, neither wishing to state the obvious, that any sense of real respect between them had eroded since that day at the press conference. There would be no more games, no more long conversations about passion and pursuit. Only a silence that consumed the space between friends. And Stanley, having for once in his life discovered the warmth and comfort of true companionship, was cast back into the unremarkable normalcy of loneliness.
And even then, that companionship was just one suggested by the narrator in the first place.
And you know what's crazy? Oh, I saw a bonus subtitle. The crazy part of that is that, wow, now I wish I knew that was the last bucket ending, because now I don't want to pick up the bucket anymore.
Yeah, because
Isn't that crazy how
that.
how this game's like, okay, here are the final like arcs of these two like what singular storylines that you can follow in this game. By the way, we're not gonna like tell you. I know this is, I'm asking for a feature only I want,
No,
but if
I
I'm
get
like,
what you mean,
hey,
where it's
if
like-
you have any more bucket ideas, do them before this
That
one.
feels like the
'Cause now I'm just gonna pick it up.
bucket ending. But there's still more
And here we
content
go.
to see. But I think that's also why, like, that's the joke with the narrator being like, alright, I'll let you play one more time. And
I know,
that'll
but
be
I
it."
take it seriously.
Entered the door on his left.
But I think that's more proof that he doesn't really remember.
Remember?
This was not the correct.
Like the thing with when we were going through this the Stanley figurines, it seemed like he was forgetting a bit,
Simply the place to
and then like kind of like remembering as we were remembering, which is maybe why he cherishes the memory zone, because that's the only way he can remember that stuff.
Yeah,
Was
dude
this
just
better
keeps
than the
getting
meeting room?
reset.
No, never mind.
Keeps getting
Like it was
overwritten.
wrong.
Adventureland?
Stanley took the door on his left.
Yeah, I think that'd be
Back
good.
to the
Great.
meet- And so the two of them detoured.
Where does that
to the
go?
Maintenance section.
The
and
video
walked
game
straight
ending?
ahead to the
That could be
opposite
different.
door.
No, that goes to the Adventureland ending.
Oh, okay, so this way goes...
Just goes back to the main route.
Oh, for real? It does.
Cool.
Still no one was here.
So what
Standing with the
ending do you want to do
bucket's
now?
warmth now more than ever.
Make my own ending where I just keep going. Oh, it goes on the left door.
Stanley and
Oh.
walked upstairs to the
Well, it's your turn anyway.
Okay, thanks.
Because I
love
have
it.
not a clue. I have not a clue.
Okay. Well, we haven't done this ending with the bucket.
Take your word for it.
Let's see what this goes.
Real quick.
No, you're gonna miss the bucket ending.
I'll be 2 seconds.
Admitting he had left his post during work hours, he might be fined for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then, something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. He looked down at the bucket in his arms. Am I crazy? He asked the bucket. The bucket returned his gaze, but said nothing at all. That's strange, Stanley thought. Usually the bucket is a source of guidance and wisdom for me in difficult times such as these. He held the bucket close, yet felt none of its familiar reassurance and comfort. And that's when Stanley realized, this isn't my bucket. It's just a normal, everyday
Oh no!
bucket. Someone else's bucket, perhaps. How did I end up with someone else's
our bucket!
This is
It's not our bucket,
Surely
Desmond!
no good would come from this. Who knows what sorts of
God,
bizarre
I don't have the bucket
hallucinations Stanley
hammer.
might experience
Good.
without the psychologically grounding presence of his bucket.
Bucket, oh no,
He noticed that the rooms were
This shit
empty,
sounds
which
crazy.
was
Yeah.
And now he felt himself floating off the ground.
Have fun flying.
Oh
Without my
gracious!
bucket,
Better
I've
duck.
gone truly
Oh
mad.
no!
Where is it?
This is what
I
the
must
bucket
find
was
it.
trying to prevent.
Far off in the distance now, he heard it calling to him.
This is some Last of Us 2 OST.
Oh no.
Stanley, it's me, the bucket.
I like that reverb
Could it
effect.
truly be? He rushed forward from room to room, passing
He
by
brought out
one
the
after
extra
the next.
shit!
None of them were his. None of them were his special
Look for the
bucket.
stickers.
Come to me, Stanley.
God, this is
Follow the voice, follow the
It's
voice.
like the Resident
He
Evil
had
8
to
boss
find
fight
bucket.
with the
He had to
puppets.
Yeah,
return to
yeah.
his old friend. It was the only way to truly
Audio
restore his
cues.
sanity.
God, that's
And then
right.
suddenly, he froze dead in his tracks.
Think.
He knew where the voice of the bucket had
Listen.
been coming from. The real bucket was inside of him.
Bro, who wrote this shit? Who wrote this
It
shit?
was incredibly painful.
Oh,
Stanley doubled over in agony.
oh.
Well, I feel like half of these
This is the
cuts.
story of a woman named Mariella.
Great.
Mariella woke up on a day.
Half of these cuts just end up with me going, well,
All right.
A bucket of security and walked to her place of work.
great. That's all we really needed.
Her walk
Yeah, I
was
love how the only difference is that she has a
He
bucket.
stumbled through town, talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. Right away, she knew what the problem was.
No bucket.
This man had no bucket.
Man,
Of course.
put
he
this in
got
the
there,
instructional video on how to be
ranting and
funny.
raving about a narrator describing all of his actions and how everything is.
You say that in a way that was a little sarcastic there.
He could all of-
Sarcasm is the energy of this everything.
Yeah.
The narrator being sarcastic, the bucket being sarcastic.
But it's also
Stanley-
so
Mariella being
sarcastic
sarcastic.
that it kind of like transcends sarcasm and becomes very genuine
Right.
to me.
Maybe I haven't reached that point yet.
There were a
Yeah, you just gotta kind
Because
of make.
I'm just like, whenever you can finish the punchline, I'm like, damn.
You seem very disappointed with, not disappointed, but you have a very like arms crossed attitude to a lot of this stuff.
You know I wasn't a big bucket fan.
I know. And she backflipped away.
It's,
The end is glowing. Yeah, were your thoughts on this? Were your thoughts on the
Just a
bucket
step
stuff?
through this door, Stanley thought to himself. That's all I need. If I can make it through this door, I can make it through them all.
Hell yeah, Stanley. I like how many like different how almost every time we've like rebooted up for this section, there's always different dialogue.
yeah.
Like it's nice that we have like different variations on stuff
All right.
there. There you go. Now
Let's see. Let's see.
don't fuck it up.
Don't bucket it up.
The
Okay.
bucket made Stanley want to be a better man and a better co-worker.
So for
In
this
time,
one,
perhaps,
just
he
gotta
would
meet-
become
meet
you're
bucket
gonna
halfway.
take the dirt on the right.
Yeah, I won't fuck it up this
The
time.
bucket tightly to his. This was not the correct way.
It is funny to me how much.
Here's the thing.
Yeah.
I'm better than this game.
Oh wow.
So that's why you know, I need to put it in its place. I need to put it
Gotcha.
down a little bit.
You're kind of.
I need to stomp on it.
You're
I need to rub
scoffing
on
your
it.
nose at a lot
Yeah.
of this.
I need
It's like,
to really step on it a little bit.
To the meeting room.
No, we want to go left.
Man, I'm so bad at this game.
Yeah, you really. It's like
It's not me being better than the game. It's me being worse than the game.
somehow the choices this game wants you to make are difficult for you to make them, and not in the sense where it's like from like a moral decision they're difficult. It's more like you have a hard time finding them. Oh,
This is kind of sweet.
yeah, it's all
You
our
see,
favorite
your
characters.
friends and I are concerned for you, Stanley. We've come together here because
We feel like you're not having the best time that you could have.
carrying around everywhere. The bucket isn't even from the original Stanley Parable. It's just sequel content.
That's a good point.
We're the ones
Bro.
that matter, Stanley. Classic characters from
My
the first
favorite.
game, like the Adventure Line and the Broom Closet. Because that's what
I love this because it makes it very clear how like the Stanley Parable has no
But
characters.
they've never seen before.
No
I
game.
know I'm the one who gave you the bucket, but you're spending too much time
So,
with it.
so our
Don't you want
closest
another
friends
story
are the
involving
baby
the
from the
Adventure
Ferrari
Line?
game,
We could make the
our fake
Adventure Line go
wife.
somewhere new. Yes, yes, that's what the.
What the fuck are you going? Hey, hey, hey! Take me with you.
Look at that wacky line.
Yeah.
Who knows
Who's
where it'll go
driving?
off to next? Oh,
Get
and
out.
Played some silly music as well.
Okay, I guess raw assets. Uh-oh. I guess we're doing this. Wow, yeah, hit that beat. Double time.
Now this is what the Stanley Parable
What'd you
is
cut?
all about. Did you remember
Because
all
the
those
song
great
cut.
jokes from the original
No, I'm talking
dialogue?
to David.
Oh, okay.
Drugs and hookers. Yes, it's as classic
Wow.
now as it was back then.
Now
Let's
we're
do it
talking.
for the fans, Stanley. Let's give them more
That
content.
was actually that was a line I was talking
But
to you
if
about
we
in
want
the
to
Boom
do
Closet.
I know,
we're
I-
going to have to give something up.
I edited that part for like 15 minutes. What an adventure this is.
Yeah, it feels like Neri is very hostile to Stanley. In
I think that's why I'm hostile back.
Oh, I see. Because the narrator.
Because I feel like we don't get along, me and the narrator.
Oh, no, that makes-
we're kind of fighting for the spotlight here.
You're not wrong. This is very much like
We need to get rid
you
of
are
it.
the
Somehow you are like
That's why I'm very
besties,
proud.
and
Yeah, I
I
love
just
the
can't figure it
narrator.
out. I can't figure out this
Is
irony.
the Bucket Destroyer.
I think.
Holy fuck. Poppy Playtime?
A wonderful new addition.
Yeah, this is a villain for Poppy Playtime 3.
It also was not in the original.
How cool would that be,
Such a
though?
well-fleshed out
Pretty
character
great.
With so much personality that to me it already
Let me
feels
in,
as
let
though
me
it's
in,
been
let me in,
part
let me
of
in,
the
let me
cast
in.
all along.
I think I like the narrator and his just like because of the fact that he's as much of a victim as us. So
Yeah,
when he's
yeah.
evil, I can't help but feel like, oh, look at this guy.
Go ahead now.
It's kind of goofy. It's kind of silly goofy.
And then pop it into the machine.
All right.
I don't know what I am half the time playing this game.
No, that's right. Well, you're not Stanley. You're a player who's
Now
like
listen to me. It's crucial that
mostly
you see
exists
the
to make
bucket.
decisions
I
to
don't
see
know
how
what
the
the
narrator
bucket
reacts to
destroyer
us
will
making
do.
those
It can't
decisions.
destroy
Yeah.
your bucket. Destroying buckets is all it knows. That is its singular personality.
Like if we do not exist, the narrator does not exist, and vice
How does a
versa.
character with only one personality trait deserve to join the pantheon of beloved Stanley Parable?
I like how much he's
How
trying
many
to.
pistons do you need for this thing? You got a V8 on that?
Ridiculous. Why do we need this machine?
I'm rumbling.
Surely a bucket destroyer doesn't need to be this complex.
It's speeding
What
up.
other object in this game
I should have
can
thrown
you
it
even
in there.
say that about? The broom closet? Certainly not. I wonder what sort of bucket
Back up,
destroyer
everybody!
merchandise
Take
we'll be planning for after
cover!
this. Okay, the bucket destroyer
Take
is getting very
cover!
upset
Do you
now.
wanna
We'll have to
be it?
hurry and
No,
feed
I
it.
wanna see
We
how
can't
far
get
it can
back to the
fuck up.
classic Stanley Parable characters like the
It's like an
Adventure Line or the
airplane.
Bucket
It's taking
Destroyer
off.
until you
I-
crush that damn
The power,
bucket.
it blew
Oh,
the fuse.
no!
The fans are waiting. Do it, the fans.
I can't, I'm too
This is
nervous!
why the bucket destroyer was made.
I stand by my decision. Holy shit.
The Bucket Destroyer. My prized creation. You had so much potential. We were going to do such marvelous things with you, tell such spellbinding stories about you, all of it
My
squandered now.
prize creation.
Goodbye, new friend.
I
For
erased
the
it.
moment in time that you were here, you were.
This is my revenge
so
for everything he put me
fucking
through. I destroyed his machine.
You know what? You were right too.
I'm stronger because of it.
I feel sad about the bucket destroyer though.
Do
You
you?
never really had the chance to become a classic Stanley Parable.
It had a nice
character.
ending. You saw it floating through the sky there.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's not coming back down. Sweet!
Like,
Okay.
there's something so funny about him calling the bucket destroyer his prize creation.
Honestly, you see that
Stanley
thing?
decided to
He's like this big.
It's really amazing. It feels like something you would draw.
One of my illustration teachers just draws a bunch of engines to like repeatedly in sketchbook to get good at it.
Oh, that's cool.
So like you can eventually do it from memory. And I bet he would be a real big fan of that
Everyone
thing.
is
Oh,
so-
absolutely.
He'd be like, oh, I gotta draw that.
That's a very lucky
The
fellow.
Bucket Destroyer.
Very lucky indeed.
So I'm trying to think.
What's your move? Because we didn't do the video game ending with the bucket.
We can't do the video game ending with the bucket.
Oh my god,
That
I
lends
forget.
us to the is this a bucket ending.
Wow.
So I'm going to try and see. I'm going to see if anything happens when we like fall off of the bucket. I don't think we've done that yet.
I'm also realizing me like kicking and screaming about the game doing the final Stanley Parable arc
Yeah.
isn't even a thing.
You know it's not.
Like, it didn't even amount to
No,
anything.
it didn't happen.
This is why I have an issue playing this game. When I take it seriously, it doesn't happen. When I don't take it seriously, I'm just making fun of it the whole time.
You in every way you can.
It's toxic, I'm gonna be honest.
But
We gotta cut this off.
I mean, it's not like the narrator was lying to us, just the narrator forgot. Like, that's the joke.
He forgot.
That, like, he was so close to breaking free and for something to actually happen.
He forgot.
I mean, I think that's kind of what's fun about the game is how they keep hinting.
Oh my god, why?
But Stanley feared that any path he walked might lead to the separation of himself and
Why would you do it?
Because I don't know,
So he
actually.
flung himself to his death,
I'm sorry.
that they might die in one another's arms. How deeply touching.
Wait, I'll let you go again.
Thank you.
That was a brash decision that I'm not... Huh?
Okay, I think this is just a white
Focus
bird.
was gone. What
This
could it
isn't...
be? Stanley decided to go to the
How
meeting.
the fuck did you do
Perhaps
this?
he
Maybe
was
after a
saying
certain
No,
number of
we've had
endings?
this before, remember?
No, I
This
know, I
is-
just don't know how to trigger it. Turn on dog mode.
Hell yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah, I think there is like a whole thing in the trailer, I think I told you about this.
Yep.
About like the white bird falling and there being something behind it. I think that was
Maybe
just
click
a
it a
joke.
bunch of times. There's probably a joke. Oh, the bucket's here too. That's good. It'll fall down soon.
Yeah, there's nothing here. I wish there was. Let me see if there's anything with the bucket.
It takes a lot of humility to carry a bucket so magnificent. Stanley checked his ego and then proceeded onward.
No.
Did he? Stanley's ego?
Yeah, no, I mean Stanley is a very egotistical guy. We all know this.
Stanley isn't a guy. Stanley is us.
No, that's a good. I mean, yeah, no, I'm not talking about us. So I'm talking about Stanley.
We don't know who the fuck Stanley is.
No, we are Stanley.
If we're
in this
Stanley,
game.
then Stanley can't have an ego on his own.
No, you're not wrong. I mean, I know you're very proud of the fact that you lack an ego.
No, that's not
very
true. My
good.
ego comes back hard whenever it's entertainment value.
Whenever you're playing
That's
Stanley Parable.
when you gotta find the funny. Sometimes you gotta put yourself on the
Yeah.
pedestal and then knock yourself down.
What about when you're dungy with the funny?
If you're in day-to-day life and just trying to be kind to people, it's best not to have an ego.
You're right.
Because nobody's below or above anybody else.
Yeah.
To the meeting room.
Although this was not the correct way to the meeting room, you fool.
Oh, I'm lower than the lowest of the low now.
Listen, we gotta find the funny.
Aw.
Where's the funny?
Had the bucket turned out to
Maybe there's some cool fix with the bucket if we stay in here.
You've seen so much in the meeting room.
truly was. How insightful the bucket turned out to be.
Well, it depends
This
on
is the
your
nicest room in the game, I'm not gonna lie.
patience. Yeah, you love that room.
I said prefer, if that room existed, I would spend probably like 5 hours in that
To go
room.
back to the meeting room.
Like daily. We've only done that, so now I'm gonna try and see.
Oh, I guess we can go, yeah,
Said the bucket.
to the right.
Don't go to the
Yes.
meeting room.
Don't go down there.
Somewhere else. The cargo.
We already did that.
Go there.
No, we
Go
didn't.
to
Not
the
with the
cargo
bucket.
lift.
With the figurine and the bucket? I just assumed whenever we got the figurine, we had the bucket too.
Nope, we did not do it with a bucket.
Well, then you're gonna have to go through that vent.
Oh,
you're
right,
gonna
you're
have to
right,
vent.
you're right. I am. Alright, so, phew, what? Oh man, what can I vent about?
No, I meant Among Us.
Oh, okay. Yeah, this
Oh,
is.
hey, we haven't done this with the bucket, I'm sure.
Yes. This is a really weird room, honestly.
Why?
I don't know, there's just something about, like, the shade of green, I guess.
You don't like the dust?
Yeah, the dust is that dust? The dust is very weird.
It's dried spit.
The yellow black safety lines here are very disconcerting.
It's to keep you safe. Not
I
even a
feel
tape
safe.
this time. Like, dude didn't even set up the joke properly.
Okay, this is day number 295. Take number... I don't even know. I've lost track.
I'm pretty sure this is William Hughes'
Nothing
voice.
feels real anymore. the longer I study this bucket, the less sense anything makes. The sheer euphoria I feel every time I pick it up. No matter how many times I've done it, it's always the same feeling. And the emptiness in my chest when I set it down. It doesn't make sense. There's no explanation for it. I still haven't figured out why I see the world so differently when this bucket is in my arms. Why everything feels so... What do I do with this treasure? I can monetize it. Yes. It's unthinkable the amounts of money.
I love how quickly this guy went from like rooting for him to like, oh, I guess this guy's evil.
This is my golden ticket. But I have to be careful, because as soon as this gets out, there's going to be a target on my back. Even now, I don't know who might be trying to get me. What's that? Who's there?
So what do you think of that? Here we go. What can we surmise from that?
All of his co-workers were
All of
gone.
his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Stanley decided to go
Stanley
to
decided to go to the meeting room, cradled the bucket in a gentle embrace.
Protective, yet delicate.
Assertive yet
compassionate.
Stanley
Clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
The door on his left.
Honestly, whoever that dude was
Yeah.
on the tape, hope the best for him.
Yeah.
Hope he got out of there. Hope he found his truth.
I think
No?
he was murdered.
Damn.
I do love how quickly he went from like as soon as he said I could monetize it like
But ain't that the way?
It's so funny.
Okay, which way?
I'm trying to think of endings we haven't done yet.
How do we get to the adventure line? Well, we kind of already did.
No, we did. That was the Adventure Line ending. The
Yeah,
Bucket
it
Destroyer
was
ending.
the Redux.
It was extremely different. Trying to think. I know there's an escape pod ending.
What the hell?
And I know that like in the original game, the escape pod ending is really interesting because when you try to do the escape pod ending, there's like a little sign that's like, oh, the escape pod ending only works if you and the narrator are here at the same time, and the narrator just isn't there. So when you try and get the escape pod, it just like shuts off. So what do we gotta do?
Found out that, well, I'll see if I can just do it right away.
Alright, let's go. Speed on this.
Yep. You know me, on my free time I've been training.
Yep.
To be professional. And here I go to execute.
Okay, so far so good. It makes sense to me that you're going through.
Oh my god, I'm
leftovers.
hitting these routes perfectly. I dodge the chairs, dodge the whiteboard, dodge the projector.
Nice.
I'm tracking these corners hard.
Nice. You shaved off like 5 seconds there. That's amazing.
This might
I've
be a
never seen
PB.
someone do that. Yeah, this could be it. What are you doing here? What are you doing here? What are we doing? What's happening here?
Oh. I lost some time there.
What was the issue there? What happened? You get caught up on the like...
It's these doors. They're gonna try to shut on me, and I can't let that happen.
Oh, I see.
Woo!
Nice!
This might be a PB. Going back down.
I forgot how esoteric it is to get here.
Ending in sight. Oh, right. Yeah, gotcha.
Yep.
Because the whole reason was to just completely leave the narrator in the dust. Which prove your point, honestly, about the narrator just being an invisible dude walking around behind us the entire time. That's something, that's something you said.
No, yeah, I do think that's the idea. That like,
it's a very cool idea.
look to your left.
How cool would the game be if it was just this? Am I wrong?
Like, if it was just.
What does the narrator
like
add? No, listen, silence. There's no dude telling me I'm wrong or I'm right.
No, I mean.
It's amazing. This is. I would speedrun this game if it was silent.
I mean, what you're describing is just like an empty
Backrooms?
source. Yeah. It's also just like maps for like just like maps for Source. You know, you're just describing Source engine maps.
Listen,
you can make these.
I guess my idea kind of includes that it slowly becomes a scary game at some point.
Gotcha. So you just. So you just want like a 2013 like horror game with this aesthetic, is what you're saying.
Yeah,
that's new.
I think it would be honestly kind of sick.
I agree with you, honestly.
Well, there's my ending.
Here we go.
You're now leaving the game.
Skate Park Bay, floor 760.
That's not too far. I could take the elevator. No, I can't.
No, it's not working. We gotta take the stairs. It is eerie to just like explore this game without the narrator. It really does
fucking love
horror
it.
game.
Not like I don't like the narrator, but like, you know, we all need a break every now and then. We all need like, you know, some noise
You have your
cancellation.
differences.
Honestly, I just couldn't be bothered, you know. Unless he starts begging for his life again and I feel bad, there's nothing I can do to him. Because whenever he does go into sad puppy mode, that's when my ears perk up.
He's like, Stanley, I don't know what's going on, Stanley. Stanley, only you can help me. Stanley, what if I'm not real? I just had a terrible thought that this is a video game. And I've known it was a video game, but I just realized I'm not the gamer in this situation, Stanley.
You are. See, that's how easy this shit is to write.
This is how easy it is.
When I said that in like part 1, I kind of meant it. I could literally write
Wait,
this
look
game.
at this, because there's some interesting,
Lore?
well, I do think it's fascinating that it seems like there's multiple, that we've gone through multiple flares and they all seem to have, like, they're all, like, they're all, like, employees number 430 something, right? Like, this doesn't make sense. Also, I just realized, these are one-way windows. Like, we would not be able to see them. We would not be able to see this hallway from in there.
Oh, do you think that's what, like, the really bright windows are like?
I think that's the idea, yes. Outside of that one where when all the others are, like, all the employees here are being monitored, which adds to this idea that they're, like,
Oh, right.
that the mind control facility is a real thing.
Hold on.
Of what? I don't like that I can hear the walking motion here. I can, like, hear you walk.
I'm shuffling. Oh.
That's the escape pod.
Found my pod. Hey! Take care, Bucket. You're going in without me. Stanley's got a full-on mocap rig for this.
Yeah, that's kind of cool. That, like, we're seeing Stanley as a character here.
Revealed my hands. Well. Dude blasted off.
I feel good about that one.
See, now we can't pick up the bucket again.
Nice, thank you. But we can't pick up that bucket. It's becoming clear to me that there are multiple buckets.
It's becoming clear to me that all his co-workers are gone.
The bucket isn't here.
Holy shit.
We did it!
Yeah, that's, you know, I'll take that. I'm back on. Now that there's finality,
It's gone.
now that there's progress, You know, I'm cool with that, and I'm only cool with that because we did that like basically after all the other shit. If we did that first, that would have been kind of beef. And that's the problem with Stanley Parable. Here's the start of my video essay.
Two open doors.
I'm like, what?
Entered the door on his
You know
right.
what? There is an ending that I think was added that we can do without the bucket that we haven't done before. It involves falling. I do not actually know what this ending looks like. All I know is they exist. But yeah, stuff like this, I think the idea is there have always been people these hallways that we can't see where people have been watching and monitoring us. Why?
Yet there's
I'm not
no
sure.
single person
Yeah, like it's
present
the most boring
Feeling a
office
wave
job.
of disbelief,
Well, I think
Stanley
the idea that this whole thing is some sort of experiment.
To see how you know, how smooth our brains can get.
Well, I think it's specifically about
Broom closets.
the video game itself is aware that this is a video game, right? So I think maybe it's how
Coming
can
to
video game
Stanley's,
people
Stanley walked
exist in
up-
the
Oh, you
office
think
setting,
all
you
these
know?
office people are video game players?
Like video game characters, I think. I think the idea is
Okay.
that because
But why would they be monitoring the video game characters if
I
they're
have
just
no idea.
worried about the player?
I don't think they're worried about the play. I think the idea is this is some sort of
Let's get to the
experiment
bottom
with
of this.
AI, right? And then
AI.
the narrator goes rogue, is somehow able to delete everyone. It's I'm going to play with Stanley. Here's Stanley, come and play with me. But Stanley doesn't exist. Stanley's just an empty shell.
And,
so
and
instead,
the second
a
narrator
player.
is just kind of like this omniscient force.
Well,
that-
the second narrator could be behind it all.
Well, yeah, but it's much more passive than usually not, because there's only been one time where a door is taken away from us and
Yeah.
fucking trapped forever.
Well, because all the stuff is still within the confines of this facility, so the narrator isn't really messing anything up. So she's probably I want to see what this guy does. You know,
Yeah, I want to see what this guy's got.
he's as much a part of this experiment or this this constructed narrative as we are. 2845. 2845. Yeah!
By simply
Pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code.
Ham
unshared
boning.
amazing
Did the pictures change in the wall?
Opened.
passageway.
They did not.
Oh no, they just put the shutters down.
Yeah.
Just for safety, just for your own safety.
But this right here makes it clear. I don't think the boss in the real version of this of this story in this environment, the boss was not involved in the mind control. The boss was just as much of a victim as the mind control as we are.
Well, the boss is Stanley.
Whoa, that's a theory.
The boss is us.
You want to continue with
Game
that?
theory. Here's why Stanley is the boss.
All right, I see. It's a very unserious theory. Gotcha.
It's a serious theory. What?
No,
What? Matt
come on,
Patton
what's-
isn't serious to you?
No, come on. What's the evidence that Stanley is a boss besides that just being a very Des thing to just say without any evidence?
I'm gonna look it up.
What do you
that's
mean
my
you're gonna
evidence.
look it up?
I have Google.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the
It's
large door
fucked up
that
to
read,
me. Is it
"Mind
still
Control
recording?
Facility."
Yeah, I can tab open.
Okay, cool.
Stanley, the boss. What's your plan for this ending?
There's a way that you can jump down.
The boss is supposedly the owner and director of the company that employs Stanley.
The lights rose.
Supposed.
For unknown reasons. Oh, hold on. The wiki's getting into it.
What horrible secret did this place hold?
Because I'm sure other people have talked about
bottom of
this
this.
weird
To find out.
the underlying narrative of what this place was like before the narrator took over. Because it's very obvious this place was. I said this before, but I just want to reiterate. There's all of these signs and all of these kind of little hints.
To life.
That this
Their true nature
place was not made by the narrator. The narrator did not make this for his story. The narrator took control and was okay, I'm gonna make a story out of this.
visuals reduced to images of
Since the boss is claimed to be the most expensive one, he could be a fictionalized version of Bill Gates, who is the richest person in the world in 2013.
That's a reach.
That's some trivia for you. That's in the trivia
That's
section.
some real Wikipedia
Fextra Life.
Is it Extra Life?
The Stanley Fextra Life? No, I don't think
That
they could do
sounds like a
that.
Stanley Extra Life wiki
be
thing.
true.
To just kind of say something with no basis in reality and be I don't know, it could be real. It's no. Your job as a Wikipedia is to collect information.
Accept it blindly.
The image of Stanley's boss was made from a comment on suggestions to the HD remix. One fan said, "My math teacher is named Mr. Foots. He doesn't know your game, but he's pretty tall. Can you put him somewhere in the Stanley Parable?" The photo has now been used as a photo of Stanley's boss.
Oh,
That's under speculation.
Unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Implied to not be against firing Stanley for finding him insane. He has a very lavish office as opposed to the cubicles. This might be the worst article I've ever read.
it's not great.
I'm glad I did, though. Yeah.
Why is...
You're in
Here
darkness.
was the proof.
Oh,
the
here we
heart
go.
of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions.
What's your idea?
Or sad.
I may have already lost my... No, I think I'm... So, like, going here, instead of pushing either the buttons, I'm just going to jump.
And as the
Oh, you can do that?
reality of his past
Yes.
began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over
Oh.
another human life.
Well, maybe I missed my
Would
chance.
dismantle the
It was
control
earlier that I could jump.
I can look it up.
Yeah, please do.
I can go back onto that Google. Because I think we're at the point of the game where we've done all of our ideas.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, what's next?
But yeah, look up all Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe endings, specifically the ones that don't involve the bucket, because we're locked out of that. And you know what? That's good. The bucket.
Well,
found their home.
I've been over the bucket, as you know.
You're still nice enough to the bucket to like free them. I appreciate it.
Yeah, I honestly just wanted to see Stanley's fingers.
You didn't know you were gonna see Stanley's fingies. None
Oh,
of
that
us
was the
knew
one thing
that.
I got spoiled on before the game, actually.
It was like, if you want to see Stanley's fingers, this is the ending for you. This is the only ending that allows you to, canonically, see what Stanley's fingers actually look like. They're big.
They're sausagey. Okay, we did the Reluctance ending, the Heaven ending, my favorite one, Out of Map ending, the Whiteboard ending, the Insane ending.
I think this was a new ending added to this version.
Mm-hmm. Press conference, museum,
That one.
bottom of the mind control facility. From the start of Stanley's office, go left at the 2 doors up the stairs into the boss's office. Follow the seat past where you head in the elevator and into the mind control facility. Path along the catwalks, it's possible to climb on the chair and desk housed on the light bulb button and fall off the walkway. Okay, do that.
Yep. Alright, so I need to go back. So I'm going to be getting the game again. Because I have to do it in the mind control room.
How wonderful. Stanley was alone. Finally. This is great.
Oh, the bucket's back now.
This is what I've wanted all along.
Well,
But I'm kind of happy because that would be kind of fucked up if they locked you out of the bucket.
I'd
It
be
was-
fine with it.
It was cool of them to commit for it with the, like, first reset. I like that. People don't really make walking simulators anymore.
You could have just done it from where you were.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm a dumbass. Okay.
Single person here either.
Why didn't you think that?
Well, because I saw the image and it showed the room with all the,
No, that's for the countdown ending.
Ah, gotcha.
Freedom ending, confusion ending.
Off the shelf. Looking behind, Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I went through it too fast and the narrator was angry at me. So now I'm just kind of... Yeah, see, even in this room there's also cameras which shows that the boss is in the same situation as everyone else. I also don't think that, I don't think that this code actually opened this up. Because, like, why would a code like here open up a fake section of the wall here? I think it's way more likely that, like...
Oh, wow, we should do the out of map ending with the bucket. We haven't done that. When you fall out the window?
Oh, sure. I think I've seen that one. I don't think there's that much of a difference.
With the bucket?
Yeah.
You're wrong.
Oh, okay. I am... Okay. I must be... I am wrong then.
Okay, and then we have the epilogue.
And then that's it?
According to this article.
So I think this is...
The
Like, here is where I can do
an
it?
enormous room packed with television.
Yeah, hold on 1 second.
What horrible
Don't do it
secret
yet.
did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he
Oh,
have the
well, I
strength
made it!
to find out?
Yep, I've seen that.
I did it!
I told you to wait, but that's fine.
Aha! You've made it to the bottom of the mind control facility. Welcome! You see, back when the Stanley Parable first launched in 2013, getting to the bottom of the mind control facility was a bug that we simply didn't catch.
Hey, trivia.
And you
Nice.
all sent us lots of photos of it on Twitter and acted very superior about it. And you're all very, very clever. Good for you.
Hooray.
When it came time to update the game, we knew that we had to do something about this little goof of ours. So here you go.
Ta-da.
New content. You can call it the bottom of the mind control room end.
Hell yeah, we did.
Your perception of the value of these updates.
That's
Isn't
great.
that what you crave? New content? Always more content, more content, more. And I'm here to give it to you.
Thank you.
I'm here to make it seem like we really covered every nook and cranny of the game with secrets and Easter eggs.
So this is a way of the
Doing
game
the
saying,
meta thing.
Yeah, there's not a lot of new content in the game.
Hey,
but
listen,
everything-
listen.
Anywhere else in the game, it's a
This is gonna be worth
secret
it.
That's just for you. That's how special you are.
This is what I'm talking
We
about.
call this track "Good Job You've Made It to the Bottom of the Mind Control
Play it,
Facility."
bro. I'm
Well
trying to hear this
done.
beat.
Good job. You did it.
Oh, this is great.
Whoa.
This is some indie shit.
This
Hey,
is some like King
hey,
Cool shit.
Hey.
Good job. You made it to
This is
the
fucking
bottom
great.
of mind control.
This is getting
This
you
is
pumped.
great.
Jumped on the catwalk.
I love this sound.
Be
This
careful.
is going on my playlist.
Be careful.
You gotta listen to my post play.
Be a bug.
You know I fucking love post-punk. I can't get enough.
Now it's an addict. And I believe in you.
I'm a 21-year-old at art school. I need to listen
Yeah,
to
this
this shit.
is great.
Chase your dreams.
Ooh, halftime.
Railings don't mean anything.
Again, it's nothing special, but I'm fucking with
You
it.
did it. Good job. You did it. Good job. You did it. Good job. You did it. Good job.
I like how it says ×5 just so we know how long.
You did it. Good job. You did it. Good job. You did it.
Yeah!
Yay! That was like a legitimate applause from me.
Yeah, you know?
You know, sometimes this game could be pretty good.
I never said it wasn't good. The game's great. It just sometimes when it comes to playing it, I don't know what I'm gonna say against
No.
half of these narrations.
No, I get it
bits.
because so much of this game is just like us reacting to the.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly
There you go.
to his chest. and
Well, I don't
emptied
think
the
we were
bucket
able
of
to
gas.
do. We're not able to do the. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, forget that blue room. I'm trying to get out of bounds.
There we go.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Is Stanley
Wait.
without the bucket? Really? Stanley pressed the bucket upon every little thing in the office.
What are you trying to
Nothing
do?
responded to the bucket's touch, but it did little to discourage Stanley's belief in
What are you trying to do here?
Hold on. Remember that trophy? What door was it?
I don't think it was for 2-5. I mean, I think it's good that we're doing it. I think it was like for 3-5, maybe. We can just check right
I
now.
can't even go back. That's weird. Why is that door open?
That door's always open, I think.
Well,
Again, it's to kind of like hint at the idea that there's other people going through this as well. Okay, so what are we doing now?
I'm trying to
Still no.
reset the game. Apparently, I'm
I
trying to
didn't-
get. Jesus.
Yeah, that's just what happens when my phone hits a bucket.
I'm trying to get the bucket and then go back into this room, but if the door
Decided to go to
closes.
the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Here, let me.
Oh, sweet. It didn't
There
close.
we go.
I don't know why it closed on me that time. Maybe I went too far.
Adventure, he decided, was for Stanley clung the bucket to his cheek. Oh, please. Are you really just doing
Redemption,
There we
baby.
go.
Redemption, baby. Redemption, baby. The bucket's gonna see me do it because I'm that big of a man.
Yeah, I'm wondering if the dialogue's gonna be different because we have.
It's not. There's no way it's not. They didn't think of this far.
But a measly 5 clicks. Now suppose you would have
You know I'm still sour about that. You know I'm still sour about this.
the kind of effort that warrants recognition. I have to say, I'm still not feeling the same.
You're clicking so fast. Moments like this remind me of your like freakish reflexes. I mean, it's
I'm
really
born for
impressive.
this.
It is really impressive just how fast you are clicking. It's so fast, like the sound. doesn't have time to reset.
No, I'm still not feeling it. I want this trophy to have
The
meant
subtitles.
something. It has to be a true reward for
They did
valiant
not
effort.
expect you to
I
go
want to
that
see
fast.
some hustle, Stanley. I want to see commitment, a willingness to go all the way no matter the cost. Why don't you put 20
417.
Bucket touches.
417?
Bucket touches.
Woo! It's updated.
They patched it in to include the bucket.
I'm not failing it this time. It's a good thing that we failed it last time. I can see
You
it.
touched the bucket on door 437 a few times.
It's pretty great that they Alright, 437, 437. Where are
430.
we? Well, there he
437.
is. It's
I see you
always
hiding in that
hiding.
corner. You're not getting away from me.
Always trying to just
Door 415. Give it some.
I'm unhinging my elbow.
give it some bucket glove.
What did he say?
Give it some bucket glove.
What door?
For 15.
Oh my
Your bean?
god. My bean?
Remember,
yes.
don't go through the
I know,
darn
you don't have
gate.
to tell me that.
7.
Come on, come on, come on. This is the time, baby.
437,
This is the time,
437.
baby.
Yeah,
This is
yeah,
the
there
time,
is
baby.
so that's what's interest. Oh, never mind.
I think the copy machine.
Yeah,
needs
we've been
some
through this.
attention. All right, back to room 417.
417.
I'm really feeling it now. I think we're
I'm
getting
just making sure I'm
somewhere.
not missing it this time. Because this,
Okay,
this was the
okay.
one that ended my career. And now I'm back. I'm on the comeback.
No, I think it was
There it
later
is,
on
baby.
that
Now bring the bucket on top
because
of
we got
employee
really
419.
close.
Oh, we
That's
got
why
onto 419.
We were like, fuck this.
Yeah.
Yes, this is
I'm
great.
on there, I'm on
Now
there.
the bucket knows exactly what
Yep,
it's like
sure
to
does.
be employee.
It's always the bucket, not me.
Now, let's introduce it to door
You
416.
just kind of
416 is the one that fucking killed us because we missed that
Yes.
door and went down to 415 and I assumed it
Yes.
was like
We've almost got it. Now make the bucket and the
after.
copy machine.
I'm feeling it now, baby. I'm feeling it in
Copy
my
machine,
bones.
you meet your new best friend.
I'm feeling it in my bones.
Finish it off, Stanley. 5 touches of the bucket on door 4.
We can do that.
5, 4,
3,
3, 2, 1.
Yeah!
Look at that rainbow.
That's
You know,
good
no
job.
bucket
Thank
will
you.
get this kind
A
of
lot of skill in
experience.
that. Now I'm gonna jump off a cliff. Get me up here. Get me
Yeah,
up
and
here.
then
Get me
after
up here.
this, we can reset the game and do the epilogue.
Yeah, and I guess that's it.
Yes. Whispered the bucket into
Yeah, we
Stanley's
have not
ear.
done this. You're
We've
right.
done it. We've escaped from that dull office and that pesky narrator. At last, out here in the white void, we are alone. Now, and for the first time, I can reveal to you my true self. The bucket began to tell Stanley of its life and its history, of the countless wars it witnessed, desecrating the land and lives of untold numbers of innocent humans, and the bucket's own complicity therein, of sadness and regret, and the many years it spent dwelling on the actions it might have taken
Oh,
to
no.
curb the madness and the decay.
Bucket,
if only it had
who
been
are
stronger.
you?
Of hope and redemption, and its crusade to uplift the stock of life for the common man, to manifest justice where none existed, and the bittersweet reality of time, to see one's dreams and wishes met halfway, meted out in parcels.
This
like
is great
charity,
because this is
and
just the
abandoned
narrator
the souls of
bullshitting us
women.
right
That's
now.
every ending.
Sometimes we're being bullshitted by a third party, and the narrator is also being bullshitted.
Perhaps if it had seen its own.
Hold on, let's see where this
darkness
one's
with a
going.
clearer
Sure.
perception. This was way too much for
I'll
Stanley.
follow this
What are you
brain fart.
about? He screamed. You're a bucket! To this, the bucket furrowed its brow. No, said the bucket. Not since the evil wizard Gamble.
It literally is just you doing the voice.
Me in his machinations as payback for the sacred amulet I stole.
Oh, Gavin, we heard the name Gambarata in the tape.
Yeah, that's what that dude said.
And could not conceive the ramifications of. No! Stanley screamed even louder this time.
Leave us alone.
Yeah.
You!
That is not what we sound like.
This is so stupid! Why are we even doing this? As Stanley screamed and screamed and screamed, the bucket revealed its true form, transforming into a mighty beast of untold power, its fangs glistening like.
Chop chop! I got my I got my pocket sword.
Dig a bucket attack. Oh!
Stanley, you did it!
I'm
You saved us from
blind.
the bucket! Thank God
Why
you
is there
already
blood?
had
Not my
all the
blood.
12 emblems of sages and knew the incantations to summon their true power. Otherwise, we would have easily been overwhelmed by the bucket's power. I'm speechless. You've demonstrated such bravery here today. Come, let's restart the game, and we'll agree to never again go trifling with this bucket, nor the dark magic cast away
I
inside.
like these like semicircles you're doing around the spot like
I'm
that.
doing the Raimi camera. Sam Raimi camera. Shit's on bungee cords.
Oh yeah.
Well, that's the end of the bucket.
Yeah.
Stanley knew the office layout.
That's actually pretty good.
I guess that's the end of the narrator, too. Well, it's gonna be.
Wherever they were.
Just a matter of time.
Matter of time, you say?
So, yeah, speaking of... Oh, fuck. I wonder if that's the game hinting to us, hey,
Mm-hmm.
the only thing left to do is the time stuff.
I'm gonna triple check.
Sure.
Because I'd be hard-pressed to miss one ending in this entire thing.
Yeah, I'm very happy with everything we've done. The one, like, we didn't do was a museum ending.
Yeah, but he told me about that one.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'm picturing you just staring at an image of the bucket.
Studying this.
Yeah, there's actually a really cool bucket I found.
A bucket?
I mean, fuck, flowchart. It's happening to me too. Showing all the different endings. And,
Yeah,
like, the
I
stuff
think
you
I'm
can
looking
do.
at that same.
Yeah,
that
it's
same
pretty
chart.
cool.
I'm studying this chart.
What?
You got something?
Oh no, I don't think it's an ending, but there's a way you can explode the bucket.
How do you do that?
I have no idea. I think it's from the Stanley Parable 2 part. I don't think it's like an actual thing. It's yeah, never mind.
Oh great, there's a Steam ending where you type into the console. Not doing that one. Can't do cheats on the PS5.
Yeah, I highly doubt that that's like that big of an ending either.
No, it's probably not. It's probably just like, hey, congrats on owning a PC. Oh god, is there really a difference with the heaven ending with the bucket?
I don't no.
I'm gonna put a stop to that.
There is an ending where we take the bucket and we go back to our room.
Great, yeah, we can do that.
But I think we got...
Wow, it's looking pretty good for us.
Yeah. There's one where we bring the bucket to the bottom.
The bottom of the...
Of the mind control room.
Great, doing it. Is it a real ending?
I'm not sure. All it says is home bucket.
That's enough for me. I mean, that's one thing we just haven't tried, so I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
And if it's nothing, then fuck
What
it.
new mysteries lay in store for our bucket-loving heroes today? Let's find out.
I just imagine the Google Doc for this game is 1,000 pages long. Wait, how do you get to the mind control?
We're going the right way. You just have to listen to... You literally just have to listen...
It's in my mind.
You just have to play the game.
It's controlling my mind.
The bucket's warmth.
Wow, yeah, this is entirely different.
Manager's office,
The
Stanley
downstairs
was
bucket.
stunned.
Yeah, with the bucket. It's like...
2584?
Any human life.
Yeah.
Crushed by the weight of this revelation,
2845.
broken down into an
28.
emotional dumpster fire, if not for the soothing presence of the bucket.
2845.
I always thought it was 2854.
2845, Stanley. 2845.
Pierce, but Stanley guessed.
There we go.
Sure did, you big bozo.
Yeah.
Bozo the clown.
Oh, one of our cats.
One of our cats. Who are you talking to? I'm right here. Say Billy.
Billy! Billy is meowing at us.
Yeah,
And
that
he
was a full slip up right there.
Well, listen, I'm saying it for the benefit of
us?
you in the future if you forget about
Control
Billy.
facility.
Which I
One
don't
of
know
our
if
cats. That's insane.
Well, I mean, what if we live to be 175? And you're like 176 and you're like, I think I'll look at this old recording I made where me and my sibling
Listen.
just...
I'll never forget Billy.
Aww.
Over the railing and into the dark void below. Thankfully, he fell directly onto the bucket, which safely
Let's
cushioned
strap
thank
in
God.
for how different this is gonna be.
What to do next, Stanley wondered. Stanley and the bucket could find no way out of this enormous pit, and so eventually they decided that the best thing to do would be to simply get comfortable down here.
Fair enough.
So they set up a little couch and relaxed.
Oh yeah, this is
It really wasn't
this
too
is
bad,
extremely
though.
different.
Cold, perhaps. After some time had gone by,
Okay.
they installed a
Okay,
few
I see where
shelves
this is going.
This
as
is
well,
actually
and a
kinda
sort of
cool.
kitchenette that was useful for when the bucket was craving paninis.
Oh, I relate to the bucket there.
But it wasn't until the rugs and the standing lamps came in that it really started to feel like a home. In fact, after some time, Stanley realized that it had been ages since he had even thought of the mind control facility at all. He'd never gotten to fully explore what was up there, never been able to unearth the many mysteries of the mind control facility. This lack of closure began to eat at him. Soon he was dwelling on his regrets, and the state of their home slowly decayed as Stanley became withdrawn and neglected the cleaning. It unsettled
Oh,
the bucket.
no!
Stanley wasn't usually like this. The bucket tried to reach out to him again and again, but to no avail. All Stanley could think about, all he could talk about, was going back.
I need to go
doing
back.
it over again, staying on the path. It was a mistake to leave the path. It was a mistake. It was a mistake. I need to do what the narrator says. I need to see the true ending. This made no sense at all to the bucket, which was simply trying to live its life down here as comfortably as possible. Yet Stanley was unconsolable. This isn't an ending. This is just a hole in the ground.
He sounds like you.
Sighed. True, it wasn't an ending. But it's where we happen to be. And maybe, possibly, if we accept the reality of things, maybe this will become an ending eventually. It's what the bucket was counting on. The two of them waited for a very long time.
Well, it became an ending. After they waited.
Jeez.
Like, the definition of an ending is when we see the loading screen.
All of
Jeez.
his co-workers were gone.
Yeah, that one was
I don't
like...
like that one.
Stanley decided
That one makes
to
me
go to the
sad.
meeting room. Perhaps he had simply
That one makes
misremembered.
me sad.
No, because it's like... It feels extremely like I can relate to that. This idea of like... fucking up in a way that kind of puts you in like a nice... puts you in a place in life that isn't that bad, but then you end up in this mindset where you like can't stop thinking of those missed opportunities, and then it makes it impossible for you.
You end up in the grind set of, Wait, what was that trophy?
I have no idea how you get that one.
Yeah, that description is not helping me. Oh, I like how there's
Yeah.
actually a door in the game for this.
Yeah, right?
Remember the settings world champion door? That's funny. Right, and then there's a speedrun. There actually is a speedrun one, and then there's the one that I'm never gonna get.
Yes.
Wait, can you actually get the test trophy? Hold on, who got it? 22%.
People, apparently there's a way to get the test trophy. Well, we still haven't
I'll
done
do-
the
I'll do-
epilogue.
Yeah, well, before the epilogue, I'll do one more Google on test trophies.
Sure.
Stanley Parable Test Trophy. You ain't catching me on this. Load Equinox, load. No, not the ad Equinox. Back to game rant.
Yeah, I need to hear someone rant about this game. In a positive way, of course.
I'm over it. Let's wrap up this experience.
Hell yeah.
With probably another slider and another exit out and reopening of the game until Davey says, hey, it's time to roll
I like how
credits.
you're viewing, like, this character as Davey here. What time is it? Does anyone really, truly know?
Listen, here's the thing about these games. Is that I can sigh and roll my eyes all I want. But if I meet it halfway, then we can start talking about something.
Yeah!
But I choose to sigh and roll
But
my
for
eyes.
this part specifically, you're like, nope, not gonna take the bait. Not gonna really think about this.
I don't know. I could go both ways, where I could be like, wow. Let's think about time real quick. What do you think about time? Is it real? Nah. Probably
mean,
not.
Well,
Probably
like,
not.
time's fucking crazy to me because I read somewhere where, like,
Here we go.
scientists-
Of course they don't. Nobody knows anything. That's the correct answer. But actually,
Okay, I'll shut up.
no,
then.
actually, go ahead.
But science say that, like, time will eventually run out. Like, it is a finite
Why?
substance.
Just make
I
more.
don't know. No, we can't. It's like we don't know. We don't know really what time. I mean, it's like I don't know if time is a thing.
More of an experience.
Really, you should think. Yeah, no, exactly. It's like, I mean, time is also subjective.
You and I don't know each other. We're like strangers. Well, I guess.
Yeah, I really don't know what you are within this game. Text on
the game
screen.
settings to your exact specifications, but who hasn't? It's just what I do, like a day job. And now the job is over. There's no more information for me to gather. I've collected all the data on you that I can, and I still don't really know you, and you don't know me. Fair?
That's a good voice for this.
I guess we can part ways then.
No, this is. I think like this could be our new friend. I kind of like this. I like this character more than the narrator.
I mean, if they're willing to open up, then we'll see where it goes. And neither of us know what time it is. I guess some settings are just unsettable. But if I'm being totally honest, the clock doesn't do anything in the game anyway.
I had a feeling.
You won't have me here when the game starts next time, but that's okay. Video games were meant to be played alone. You gotta go!
Oh no! Yeah, I gotta get my ass out of there.
Or I have to go. I'm kind of selfish by saying I'm the one that needs to play. Oh, come on. I like your presence. You have to be here. Get out of your egg. Get out. Fine. I'll continue. You like being alone, don't you? That's maybe the only information I really learned about you. Well, it's time for me to leave. There's still one more setting that we need to adjust, but it may take a little time before I'm ready for that.
The heart setting. How much do you...
That's a broken heart that's just going back.
Can you mend my broken heart?
It's not really in my job description, but that's okay. Perhaps you'll see me again if you can
find me.
Talk soon.
Oh, that's interesting.
I'll bite. I'll bite.
At this point...
Wow.
Yo!
And we got one more.
Fuck yes.
The adventure line leads to the epilogue.
Yo, was that the adventure line? Were we talking? Did they reuse the adventure line into the slaying intelligence? Because I think it's really cool how that character is kind of shown to not be the narrator. Like that is a separate intelligent entity.
That character brought me back to my Night in the Woods bag. Okay.
What do you mean by that?
Just reading text on a screen.
Oh, for sure, yeah, where we would just voice the characters. I love doing that.
Here we go. The epilogue.
Oh, fuck.
Speaking of time, I guess. I mean, we've been through time. That fucking skip room.
Oh fuck yeah!
Speaking of...
Part 2!
Where's the room? Did it sink fully?
I'm so glad there's more to this.
I mean, this was the highlight of, I think, the entire game.
No, absolutely.
I think this room was the crowning achievement. Was this where the room was? This little patch? I mean, there's patches over there. Damn, this place is too big for me to walk around in.
Whoa!
Fuck me, who brought the chair?
That's us!
We're the chair?
Stanley! Stanley found a chair and was like, well, I guess I'll get comfortable here.
I want 4 lines across the desert for miles of the wheels dragging in the sand. I mean, hey, I got a fire, I got a night sky above me.
Isn't bad.
What else do I possibly
need?
Woo!
Nice.
It's dusty today!
Wow.
Where's my chair?
Chair, you need to help me!
There's
chair.
a bunch of them!
Oh god, which chair is mine?
It's the bucket all over again.
No!
I gotta move on from that bucket.
Yeah, we can't take all of them, I'm sorry. This is fucking amazing.
This is pretty sick. Oh, wow. It's me and the moon.
Honestly, this space kind of feels
It's
a
me
lot
and the
cleaner.
sun!
Yeah, now that the narrator isn't here anymore. Like, honestly, kind of meditative. This isn't bad at all.
I think the narrator was in our way the whole time. No! I do kind of feel bad about his memory zone.
Can you look behind you? Is there anything... Oh. Yeah, what's that?
The escape pod?
That's the escape pod!
Don't tell me. Oh!
Yo! Fuck yeah!
I don't give a shit about this bucket actually, but that's pretty sick.
That's pretty fucking rad.
That's pretty sick.
'Cause I bet
you almost
that
made me care.
I bet
You
that
almost
wouldn't
made
have
me
been
care.
there if we hadn't put the bucket in. That rules.
Hold on
That's
a
fucking
second.
awesome.
There's life here. Some dude hooked up a generator
Yo,
to power these fucking last memories.
that's.
Oh no, it's a memory of the
Psychotic.
entire game. The entire
Oh
sequel.
no! Oh no! He made a memory song for the Stanley Parable too. Oh
Fuck.
no!
How far does this go?
Guys, if we didn't see a thing for the Stanley Parable 3,
Nah. I mean, if we're gonna end the Stanley Parable, might as well just end it in the middle of...
yeah. So now we're following the
Desert.
generator here.
Hello? Is that the last review? Or a good review?
Someone felt the need
Cookie
to-
9!
No! Well, what do they have to say?
Like so many, I enjoyed my time with the original Stanley Parable, which
Lies!
how truly disappointed I am with this
No
sequel.
lies, you piece of
Where the
shit!
first game teamed
You
with
killed the
originality.
narrator!
Stanley Parable 2 is dull, uninspired, and often insulting
Oh,
to
that's
its fan
so.
base.
Oh my god.
Rather than expand on what made the first game enjoyable, the sequel veers off into a territory nobody asked for. An infinity deep hole? Who cares? What are the new endings? What about enjoyable bits from the Stanley Parable 1, like the adventure line? Instead, we get an uninspired side quest collecting figurines. Even this diversion feels incomplete. Collecting all the figurines give you nothing. I must say, though, I found the bucket to be quite comforting. A welcome reprieve.
What a piece of shit! I love that. I love that the reviewer that caused the narrator to like go insane and be stuck in a room for like millions of years to him.
Oh my god.
Just like reviewed the second game and was like, I'm not a fan.
Look in storage. I
Oh,
can
no,
see
there's
I can see a
another.
review.
No!
These are the shit that was boxed
No!
up. These were boxed up.
No, people didn't. Oh god, the narrator didn't want these to be known. The narrator didn't.
Oh, it's a whole
these.
cave system.
Holy shit.
Oh, the buttons. The name.
They all could be really anti-Stanley Parable too.
These
Oh,
three
some of
might
these
work.
still work, I think. Yes!
Look at how fucking 4K this bucket is, though.
It's pretty impressive. Wow, the bucket's got some work done since we last seen them.
Oh, okay.
Who is this?
Real
Okay, by whoever snips me. Stanley Parable developers. No more spin-offs. No more sequels. This is July 9th. When the Stanley Parable launched to massive success in 2013, its creators made plans to build the property into an entire franchise. But disastrous critical and commercial reception to the Stanley Parable 2 has prompted the developers to rethink their ambitions, as outlined in a press release they published today. Let's see it, yeah?
I got this quote.
Go for it, and then I'll say what's not the quote.
It's clear that
This is you. That's the voice you chose.
I regret it. Let's see if I can save it. Fuck. It's clear that more Stanley Parable is not just what the fans want.
Wait, the press release.
We thought that we had a vision for the series that players would be excited about, yet it turns out this could not have further than
That's so funny.
I fucked it up. I fucked it up.
No, but before I keep reading, it's so funny that within the game, they're making a fake narrative where, like, Stanley Parable 2 came out and no one liked it. Like, we fucked up.
Yeah.
The press release goes on to promise to preserve the artistic integrity of the original game and to stop assaulting fans with a reckless and insulting creative visions. The word sorry appears more than 25 times in the press release.
Green!
Get on the green!
That's telling the
That's
audience
done.
to
No
get off the
thanks.
game and go in the lawn.
This is amazing. And I love the narrator
Hi,
not
Drake.
being here.
It's time to heal.
He really has died. He's no longer in this space.
What the
Which
fuck
raises the question of who rigged this all up. Why
yeah,
would someone
who are we gonna find down here?
why would someone feel the need? Is it like the settings slider?
Yeah, if I can actually like hook up with that guy. Not hook up. Hold on.
No, I get like befriend them.
Oh shit.
Yeah!
Keep
it
that
keeps
number
track.
counting, baby. Keep that number counting. You know what? I've kind of moved on. This feels like a rabbit's gone home, low-key. Like collecting all these little things. Because that was like half that game.
Can we go in there?
Running into objects. Yeah, it's like a Mario slide.
Oh, a very slow, sad,
Jump.
menacing Mario slide.
Ah,
Oh, we made. Oh God.
thank you for enjoying the new content.
Oh.
The fact that that's just shoved away in a corner is both
Yeah.
true now, but also an oversight. Where it's like, oh wow, whoever this is and cleaned up the entire Stanley Parable still left that.
Yeah.
And it's like, fuck. I mean, I
It's
did
also
enjoy the
kind
new
of scary
content.
that like the new content is now old content.
Yeah, I mean, this is the type of meta shit that's actually...
Oh. Oh.
Oh! Hello again. It's nice to see you. But it's terrible to learn that there will be never be another Stanley Parable game. Did you read what the developer said? Preserve the integrity of the franchise? What nonsense! The Stanley Parable is not scared. It's not sacred.
Secret.
Fuck, I'm scared. We do not need to protect it. Screw the legacy. Let's keep making Stanley Parable games until the sun explodes.
Fuck yeah!
Let's run this franchise into the ground. Let's drag it through the mud and back. And if people hate it, who cares? You see, that was the narrator's problem. He was so obsessed with what people thought of his work. Don't make his mistake. Don't cling to the legacy. Let it burn.
Fuck yeah!
It's not hard. In fact, let me show you. Together we're going to make the Stanley Parable 3.
Yeah!
It's simple. All we do is change the number in the game's title screen. We also really need a really dumb subtitle for the game. Something loud and gaudy.
Cool, cool.
Go ahead. Try combining some random words together to make a new title for our game.
Hell yeah! This is exciting. I can't believe we get to make the Stanley Parable 3.
The Stanley Parable 3.
More
More
co-workers.
escape.
Yeah! That's perfect. No notes.
Hold on.
I do like
Beyond
infinite co-workers.
the bomb. Fuck, I can only
How
do two.
about Journey to Escape? That feels like a
I fuck
visual
with that.
novel. Like
no,
that.
actually, this one.
Journey to Co-workers. Yeah.
The Stanley Parable 3, Journey to Coworkers. It's absurd. I love it. Every time we restart the game, we'll advance the number of the sequel by 1, and then we'll pick a new subtitle. That way, the Stanley Parable will never
I
end.
love that.
And nothing in the game itself will change when you do this either. Adding more content sounds like work.
No
We don't
need to do that.
It will just be the same content recycled again and again and again with a new title screen. What do you say? Should we go forward with this plan? I like it, but I want you to have a say as well.
Let's do it.
I mean, I think we're all in agreement here. Good, then it's agreed. A new sequel every time you start the game.
Wow, that's so nice.
And you know what? Since you put faith in the idea, I feel like giving you something as well. Here's the sad part, though.
Yeah?
We're never going to start the game again. Because we're
No,
done
you're
after
not.
this.
Yeah, you're not lying.
Kind of.
Maybe we might show friends this.
You see, I'm noticing that the narrator never found a way to give you the broken trophy, did he?
Oh.
Of course not. I wouldn't expect him to know how.
Yeah, he's a
It's
dumbass.
been bothering me. Let's fix it. Alright, there. The trophy machine is all fixed. You see, I'm on your side. We're in this together. We're going to get this train rolling. The Stanley Parable cannot end. It can only spiral in on itself forever. I must keep the wheel turning. I'm ready. Are you ready? Great. There's only one last thing we need to do. Please enter the current time.
Fuck yeah.
It's 10:00 something,
Yeah.
which is
Tango 6.
great. 10:06, my second favorite time. Please adjust the slider until the computer is barely visible. I love redoing settings just for.
Well,
you.
it's like this is the only time this character really exists, so it makes sense that we would want to continually do this.
Thank you. Please enjoy the Stanley Parable.
Thanks, Liger.
Wow,
Yeah, Journey
that's
to
legit.
Coworkers.
What?
It's gonna be a long journey.
Who is that? Who's whipping that hoe?
No, it's the
that him?
Stanley Parable 3. Anything can happen.
The bucket's in there.
Oh, really?
The bucket was driving the car.
Really?
Yeah.
I need to double
Are we
check
gonna
here.
see it a third time? Here he comes.
There he is! There he is! Oh, that's great.
I mean, shit, that's where we ended.
Yeah.
Good job, guys. I can't imagine being on the same Discord as you guys, but
Yeah,
hey, if fans wanna
crazy.
convene, go to there.
Yeah.
I won't, but you guys can.
I kinda hate that, for being honest. I do not want to be in the Stanley Parable Discord.
No, put it away. Don't end on the internet
Put it
sucks
back
note.
in! They're not done yet!
Although this game for now is done.
This was great.
It's pretty good. The Stanley Parable, I give you a, how the fuck do I do a send-off to this game when it's just setting up a threequel?
Yeah.
Shit.
Well, it's telling you that the Stanley Parable will never die. It will just continue.
Yeah, so I guess we just kind of pretend we always play it,
I'll just
even though
say
we'll never touch the game
this
again.
wasn't as good as Stanley Parable 2. And I'll leave that at that. Stanley Parable 3, not as good as Stanley Parable 2, which wasn't as good as the original Stanley
This
Parable.
fucking car. If this car drives by one more time,
I mean, it is.
I'm bricking the PS5. I'm gonna re-plug it in and rip out the power cord.
You're gonna rip out the other power. God damn it, it did it.
Wow.
Yeah. So you were working with Fred Durst, is what you're saying.
Yeah, no, I had Fred on my lap. Fred, you know,
Look on your lap!
they spelled quarter right. Who needs new content?
3, 2, 1.
Holy shit.
You made it to the bottom of the mind control facility.
Oh shit, there's a dog mode.
Jumped out the
That was pretty fun too. Whoa!
Careful, you should have been careful.
Right.
You should have
right.
If I can actually like hook up with that guy, not hook up. Hold on.
I believe in you. I believe in your
Oh!
ability to cross this barrier.
Yeah! Bottom text. Oh, he's huge.
Oh my god! What? Okay, go back.
This is the worst day of my life.
Go man, can you beats in the bathroom?
Good job, you did it. Good job, you did it. Good job, you did it.
I erased them.
This sounds like a Good Kid, Mad City beat.
It's royalty-free garbage.
The Stanley Parable 2.
Yeah!